Excellent. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into Starship Simulator. I am very excited. I'm going to be taking this, thank you very much. I'm going to be taking this, kind of slowly at first, letting some people come in, but I'm going to probably jump in very soon. Let's make sure that the video... Hold on, let's make sure that the video comes in. Is the game audio coming in? Yes, it does seem to be. Okay. It's quite loud for me. There we go, let's see it. There we go. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. It's wonderful music. Love it. Love the soundtrack. Alright, let's take this out of my ear. Alright, so Starship Simulator is for free on Steam. The demo is. There is a developer option. I became a backer a little while ago, and I've been following the updates and things like that, but I kind of dropped off. A few months ago, I stopped watching some of the streams. I haven't logged in a little while. But then the Demo 3 release was announced just about a week ago, over a week ago, something, not too long ago. And I hopped in for the first time just the other night, and I was blown away by the progress. Like, absolutely hats off to the team, the two developers, because this is just a small independent studio just working on this and developing this. This 2-scale replication of our galaxy and the simulator to be able to fly between all these celestial bodies. Just listen to that soundtrack. But anyways, to fly between all these celestial bodies and discover and analyze the properties of each of these planets and star systems, stars themselves. And okay, turn. All right, thank you. Up the top. And yeah, and every part, if you're not familiar with this, the developer was a very big fan of these kind of space games, and but it was also very engineer and architecturally minded. I believe they... I'm not going to speak on their past, but just check out the team. It's very interesting. But the idea about this game is that everything you'll see... So we're going to go ahead and start a new game. Here's the ship. It's got a new design from the last time. I'm excited to show you all the pieces. But all the pieces are very realistic, down to the point where even the screws are in their proper places, and the panels are all individually labeled and launched. Oh, it's just great. So we are going to just go ahead, launch flight ready. There is a cold and dark sequence. I do have a video on that. That will be pretty fun to see if you've never seen that before, but that is the previous version. But we're going to go ahead and go flight ready, so we can just go ahead and start exploring the galaxy. So in the new loading sequence, you get to see the Magellan build up from layer by layer. You'll get to see the full thing pretty soon. I really like it. It's got this kind of ring design, and I believe that's the faster than light travel ring. Oh, there we go. Alright, turn this on. Apologize for the little clinking and clanking. That is my cat. I'm just gonna throw this on. Oops. I like the media player. It's got created. Whoops. Why am I crouching? There's one of my videos. I haven't been able to figure out how to start at a specific location, but yeah, it works really well. Let's get out of this. Volume there. We're just gonna leave that playing while we travel around, but first thing I want to show you, we're gonna look at the helm real fast. Yeah, first thing I want to show you is that there has been a lot of upgrades to the ship. We've got security desk here. This elevator actually works here, so it's not even just a matter of we got all these plants. pretty high quality dirt and stuff. So it's not just a matter of, you know, the ship looks a little bit different, but a lot of the pieces that were stand-in pieces, I can't remember. No, you can't play this, but I think I remember someone talking about an idea that they wanted to make that playable. But anyways, it's not just kind of like, you know, an aesthetics lift from the original, but there's actually a lot of the stuff that was work in progress has been filled in. But welcome to the helm, Starship Simulator. Let's oh, that's flashing a little bit. I don't like that. Let's point ourselves. We now have a new option. We can sit down or summon an NPC. I'll show you how that looks in a second, but let's point ourselves away from the sun so we're not blinding. Oh, yeah. Good call, Peabody. We are on the dark side of Earth, and it's not really a nice shot. Peabody brought it up to my attention that we could indeed just hop on the throttle a little bit and come on around. Let's go ahead and take a look at this ship. Look at that. No, we don't have enough control. I need my FTL to be a little bit faster. Let's go that much. There we go. And then, oh, shoot, X, disengage. There we go. Now we're in a better spot. Look at that. This is the new Magellan class Starship. I'm going to try to get a view of the top without getting too flippy with the camera. But there we go. I named mine the Heart of Gold, an homage to the Douglas Adams classic. But this now has these 4 thrusters on the back are supposed to be the sublight engines. Those aren't in function just yet. Where's there we go. The sublight engine controls are not implemented yet, but they are well designed now. They look fantastic, and I'm really excited to see that. We're going to be able to start cruising around the galaxy a lot more easily than having to go at 15% the speed of light. But yeah, and then this ring right here is the FTL thing. I believe that's what warps the space around time, because that is a huge part of this game, is the fact that everything on it is science is based in a real technology. It's based in a real technology, theoretical, if anything else. Yes. Okay. So, we are currently hovering around, let's go ahead and get out of the chair. We're currently hovering around Earth. It's over there now. But we have a goal for ourselves. Let's see where our ship is. There we are. Yeah, we are on the outer spiral arm. Oh, sorry, one second. My co-pilot over here demands a little bit of attention, but I gotta get going now. Okay? There you go, Peabody. Alright. So, outer spiral arm right here, and we want to find ourselves in this middle interstellar space. Huge, empty, vast of fewer stars. Excuse me. And it's going to take us quite a bit. So I would like to just get started right away. We're going to just go ahead and leave the Sol system behind. But I want to go check out the rest of the ship. There's a lot of new changes. I can't just, sit here and pilot the ship this entire time. Like, I got stuff to do. So we are going to go ahead and hire us an NPC. Hello, sir. Thank you for joining the ship. Joining the crew? Yeah, thank you. So we're going to go ahead and hit F for options. And I have... excuse me. You can still access the console right here, just like before, but I have our sensor target for the center of the universe. What is it? Alpha Centauri, I believe it's called. But yeah, so this NPC is going to go ahead and autopilot us there. It's going to be quite a bit. As you see, the nav target is ticking down, and it'll eventually give us a solid time. But we're going to take this time to give ourselves a full crew, at least a crew of the working pieces. Get ourselves a captain. Yeah, we don't need anyone here. Don't need a tactical advisor. All that does is raise and lower the shield, but might as well get a person in the chair. Alright, so to get to the center of the galaxy, it is going to take us 3.89 days, and that is real-time days right now. I would have to leave my computer running full-time, going full speed, faster than light, that way. We do have the option of pumping in more power into our generator, and for the time being, I don't think there's a reactor shutdown. I don't think there's any consequences in going too far over 100% thrust, but I may be wrong about that, so I'm not going to play around with that. But physics game, a lot of fun. Look out the window here. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out the rest of the ship. I'm excited. I was really happy with everything all the progress that had been made in the time between when I started backing the project and hey, I was really happy with the progress that's been made since I backed the program. You only have to do it the one time, but you get access to all the new updates and things, and the Starship simulator, the developers here are not like typical developers. Like, a lot of people work on stuff and give you a lot of updates, and it's like, oh, here's some shots from what we're doing, and here's a little video and stuff. It's very cool, but these developers stream like at least once a week, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. Oh, hold on before I show you that. Yes. First a word from our sponsors. Okay. There we go. So yeah, they stream like almost every week, so it's really fun and fascinating to see the progress being done right in front of your eyes and in real time, the pieces of it coming together, and so that's pretty fun. All right, so this next part, I'm pretty excited to show you. This is very fun. So turn that off. So we now have an organic printer. That's what we're gonna call it to make sure that all rights are retained. But yeah, we can make ourselves a green apple. Just print it out. I don't think there's supposed to be sound for that. I think it's just colors. There we go. I didn't make these. These are just here. These are our bunch of bananas and our cucumbers. There we go. But yeah, we can make green apple, red apple, potato, baguette, donut. Oh, let's make a donut. Cookie, watermelon. Let's make a watermelon here, cookie there, and a potato. There we go. But yeah, now we can feed our crew and ourselves. So during the long trip, we can go to the break room or out here into the VIP lounge, watch the stars go by, and eat our donut. There's no button to eat the donut yet, so unfortunately. And these you can't play pool, but it does interact, so that's fun. And finally, on the update, not like finally, but just this is something that they've mentioned before, and I mentioned in one of my videos that they were gonna do. But piano is now hooked up to a MIDI keyboard. I think you can. No, you can't. Yeah, I forgot. I thought there was a way that you can play with the keyboard, but no. But yeah, if you have a MIDI keyboard that you can plug into your computer, you can now play for that. So, hanging out with your friends, any of you musically talented, you can entertain as you fly through. Here's some storage. There's a Christmas tree stored away for the holiday event. Here's a janitorial area. It's nice. This is for the VIPs. This is the fancy area. Only special guests are allowed here. Whoa. What? What did I do? Wait, hold on. Hold on. What? Wait a minute. You guys playing tricks on me? Okay. Alright, let's take the elevator. So, I don't know where where the walls went. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Your excuse. Oh, yeah, we have our cleaner robot. Oh. We have our cleaner robot here. Has a new little interface. And this isn't just, this isn't just, for looks, just have a little fun companion to move around. That actually has a component, because this ship will eventually have damage capabilities, things that will need repairs. Yeah, I think I'm going to start... there's a bug here. That's weird. I'm going to share that later. But I'm going to restart. But the damage component will eventually, pieces and tiles and parts of the floor will... maybe what if I just customize the ship? Just change the wall colors a little bit. Will that refresh? No. Okay. Quit to main menu. But it'll degrade, and so the idea of having a little Roomba type droid will be able to spot where the decay is, where the dirt is, because your NPCs, the paths that they walk, will track dirt across that area or damage the area, and so therefore it will be able to track that. So it's part of a larger system of thought of because you're going to need to replace panels in here. I can't remember if any kind of combat was on the horizon, but I feel like it's not entirely in hurt. Oh, our ship stopped moving, but let's see that we're not. Okay, cool. Weird place is gone. That was a weird glitch. That was fun though. Oh, Jonesy. Jonesy's new too. Jonesy's great. I've seen the happy side of Jonesy, and I've seen the mad side of Jonesy, and you don't want to get on his mad side. He gets scary. Hey, buddy. How you doing? You good? Ready for some interstellar travel? Let's go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and, you know what, let's get ourselves captain first. Leave that chair open. We're going to get ourselves a full crew. Why not? And these people have the best jobs because they have absolutely nothing to do. This person has nothing to do too, but regardless. Alright, let's get ourselves pilot. We are at 000 galactic coordinates. Let's go ahead and navigate. Now, we're not going to take all 3 days to get there, obviously. But what we are going to do is, when we can get close enough to this little gap here, we're actually going to cancel that target. We're going to slow down and start looking at them star system by star system, because this also has a very fun update. Let me just show you this real fast. So, medium range, right? We were doing long range before. Oh wait, no, not medium range, excuse me. We were doing GPS mode before. That's what that is. Actually, we don't need to face her. We can just face this. So we're doing GPS mode before. So now when we hit long range, we have the star system here, which is, we had that before. It showed that, but now you can highlight things. You can just walk here as we're flying through the star system. As I see, I'm like, oh, this star seems kind of hip. I wonder if there's some cool aliens there. I feel like they'd be pretty with it. So, we can go here and we can, we'll set sensor target, and then we'll come here and long range. You know what? Stop flying the ship for a second. Do long range Did we lose it? Where's hip? There it is. Alright. Align to sensor target. Align to that. There we go. So our ship stopped, so we're not moving towards the center yet, but I do want to look at this because this is actually really cool. This is my favorite part of the update, so far at least. So now our system looks a lot different in the solar region of it. We actually have a habitable zone. The developer did a lot of technical data and actual science behind the curtains to find, like, basically each one of these stars has a certain makeup, and based on what type of star that is, the chemical makeup, its age, its density, mass, all that information will determine what the habitable zone is, and and then I think the planets are procedurally generated. But let's go ahead. Everything here is unknown. As you see there, we have no idea what we're looking at in any way, but we can go ahead and initiate a survey. There we go.
Initiating long-range survey.
There we go. So it now scans each one of the planets, because the lore of this game, the backstory, whatever you want, the idea behind it is that this ship that we're on is the very first faster than light capable craft humankind has created. And therefore it is your duty as the explorers to go out there and, get as much information as you can. Look for habitable planets that you could potentially...
Long-range survey complete.
Thank you much. Habitable planets that you can go to, or alien life forms. I believe there currently is a few intelligent life forms in the galaxy that we can stumble across. Nothing we can really interact with, but it would be cool if we could find something with that. That'd be nice. But as you see here, we now have information as far as like what kind of planets. It has a lot of terrestrial planets. You guys want to go visit a planet real fast? This actually seems pretty cool. Seems pretty hip, I gotta say. So let's go ahead and check out the sun first, because I think that might be pretty fun. There we go. So we got that set to the helm. I believe that's the sensor target, right? It's not the same thing. Yep, there we go. HIP 8696-1. So that's going to go ahead and take us there. It's going to take us straight to the sun first. So let's go ahead and make sure our polarization shield is up, just so it doesn't blind us. Nice. All of this is still the same. I was thinking about doing a cold start, cold and dark start, but it had been a while since I had done it, and I had never done it on this new version, so... Anyways. Alright, so that's going to take us 2 minutes to get there. We'll be able to know when that happens. Where are you at? Oh yeah, you stopped playing because I changed that. There you go. It's gonna start from the beginning. Oh well. So yeah, why am I crouching? What's the crouching? Hold on. I think I fixed this before by sitting in a chair. There we go. Alright. So I'm going to look at the rest of the ship in a little bit. I was going to spend the time as we go interstellar, or into the deep space. So you use that time to wander around the ship, but got a little bit distracted by these planets. But you know, that's a great part of this game, is looking at all these gorgeous procedurally generated, but still, yeah, I know, it looks great. I don't know how they do it. You gotta ask them. Alright, so we got a minute to go. We can sit down here and, you know, we can turn off our display. Just keep it all nice and clean. But I like having it. I like having it up so we can see that. But supposedly, the idea is that we're going to be able to sit here. The goal is that we're going to be able to sit here and, you know, click display helm, and then that will give us all the stats. Oh, can I? Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't even know you can do this. And you can look around. Oh, okay. Oh, that's fun. I didn't even. Yeah, you can reach everybody. Oh, that's cool. You know what? Just for that, everybody can get to have a little party mode. Oh, there we go. We're at the sun. Condition normal. Party over. As you were. Beautiful. Alright, but that's polarized so it doesn't blind us. It seems like a pretty big star. Let's see. What kind of information we got on this star? What kind of star is it? M2V class main sequence star. Don't know what that means, but yeah, a lot of information has now been integrated into this. But as we see here, you know what? Excuse me, I am gonna want to sit down for a second. So we have a whole lot more information. A lot of this stuff looks fairly similar to what it was before. I believe it's slightly different. It's been a while since I've seen the previous demo version 2, but this has changed considerably. The information here has also changed considerably. But as we see here, we have, you know, terrestrial planet, planetary body, and then you have these little bars here, and that represents how much information we actually know about the planet. So if I click on here, you know, we've got some orbital characteristics, physical characteristics, but we don't have atmosphere data, surface data, like we don't know what it looks like, if anyone lives there or anything. So we're going to have to run some scans. So let's go ahead and highlight the sun.
Initiating long-range survey.
Thank you very much. That is what we're going to do. And yeah, our ship just can go through here and scan all the planets, try to learn what it can, you know, see what there's. Oh, there's a gas giant there. I don't want to see a gas giant. Oh, there's quite a few planets here. I was vastly underestimating how much there was. Okay, I guess I was just zoomed in too closely. This planet, this star system really is pretty hit.
Complete.
Thank you much. All right, so we've got that. Let's check out what kind of information we have now. Oh, that's what that little. That's what that is. All right. So in order to get any more tech, any more knowledge, we're gonna actually have to visit one of these planets. So, let's go ahead and get the NPC there so we can get this control. We're gonna zoom in to the habitable zone. Kind of focus on that area only. Just see if there's anything that's nice for human beings to live. So this is the closest planet to the sun, but this is kind of like in the middle of the zone. So let's set the sensor targets and initiate survey.
Initiating long-range survey.
No, that's doing the whole thing. Shoot. Please hold. I'm still getting used to these new controls. I've only gotten the chance to jump in once before this. Played for a bit and kind of discovered the difference between, you know, the helm and the sensor, but I've only done a little bit of the scanning.
Long-range survey complete.
There we go. All right. So set to the sensor helm. So we actually got to travel there. So let's go ahead and head off to our target. So, the goal for today, as I mentioned before, is that we are going to try to find ourselves out into the deep of space, and we are going to look for a particular planet. Oh, wow, we're going to be there soon. We're going to look for a particular type of star system, a particular type of planetary setup, and I'll give you the details on why when we start getting there and start our search for there. But for now, I just kind of want to show you some of the local stuff. I believe there's been texture updates since Demo 2, the last time, in the last version of this. I believe some of the planets have a few more higher resolution stuff. So let's go ahead and talk to our sensors expert. We're going to go ahead and go short range and scan the target. So now we're scanning this particular planet individually, and it should tell us when we're done. Okay, and then now we can show the surface map. It's very bright. Oh, it's still... Are you still targeting the sun? Forgive me. Got that set up, so... Needs to zoom in. Alright. Set sensor target. And then short range. And then scan target. I am so confused. Alright, you know what? Let me sit down here for a second. Oh. Alright, so we've got this. We scan the target. There we go. Okay, so I don't know why it was looking like the sun. There we go. There's the surface map. Alright, so we can have it here in a two-dimensional form, and it gets to show you even where the sunlight and the darkness is. But now we have a whole lot more information. So we had all that before, but we've got our atmosphere data. You know, it's marginal, no hydrogen, no helium, no methane. We don't have any surface data there, and there is no civilization. I mean, it doesn't look like it would be. So. Not looking like that anyways. Alright, so let's go ahead and close out of here. Bring our NPC back. And we're going to go... Let's look at one more in this system. And let's look at... Oh, we weren't in the habitable zone. I misinterpreted that little yellow circle. So the habitable zone is here, which means that this is where we need to go. So let's go ahead and set sensor target and set helm target. Take us there. Perfect. Oh, we're gonna just fly right through the planet. This game's a lot of fun. It's been a while. I am playing. I did mention that I have the developer version, but this is playing on the demo version, which is free on Steam. So everything you see here will be, it's not nothing's extra that you would have to, back for. But yeah, don't think anyone's living here either. All right, we'll scan it. We'll get a little reading of the planet, but I think we could probably head out from here, go back to our destined goal of center of the galaxy. Show our map here. There we go. Yeah, I like this feature here. We can just kind of get a full 360 view. I wish you could rotate to get a better look at the poles, but nonetheless. Okay. So let's go ahead and, excuse me, I'm going to sit here for a second. We're going to clear our target. No, clear our target. gauge. Let's see, this should take us to the center. Sagittarius A, not Alpha Centauri. Alpha Centauri is our closest one. I should have known that. Sagittarius A plus. A asterisk. Alright, so we're lined up. Let's go ahead and engage the faster than light. We're going to go ahead and put our NPC back down there just to keep an eye on everything. And then bring it out into GPS mode. We'll zoom in a little bit. Oh, it doesn't focus on our target, not our ship. So yeah, I'm gonna be somewhere around there. All right, so I'm gonna leave it here. It'll be much more noticeable when our ship is closer out there. All right. Keep a good eye on everything, everybody, and I will see you in a little bit. It's gonna take us, 3.89 days to get there, but you know what to do.
Okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing.
All right. Let's go ahead and take the elevator down and start exploring the ship. There's a lot to look at. There's still some work in progress areas, but those are also going to be kind of fun to see, so let's check it out. Alright, so security desk is new. I believe it was, here just not detailed, but this is pretty nice. I like it. Got the little coffee mug. It's sticking out from the side a little bit, but might be an intentional choice. It might be just a flat thing. Hello. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Alright, so the maps here now have, I think this was static before, the you are here, but I think it might be flashing. I might be wrong about that. But on this level, you got the stateroom, so these are all the important things, the political figures, celebrities, wealthy elite, everyone who pays top dollar to sit and watch the sublight engines go. But yeah, they've got the biggest room here. This is a big addition. I was at the stream where they designed this little piece and this wooden backing. It was a lot of fun, but these I'm glad that didn't break. These pieces I hadn't seen before, so hopping in, I'm like, oh, that's cool, and everything is the cable can be pulled off the reel. That's interesting. I don't know how to. I ruined someone's job. Someone's gonna hate me. I mean, I'm taking all their tools off anyway, so they're gonna hate me. Hazard. But this is a cherished thing. I had a cutting mat that was very much like this. Very much. It was just it was a dark green. It was a forest green, but it had a lot of these same circles and stuff. Just the little designs, and it was a lot of fun. Big cutting mats are great. Oh, and then there is a bed here now as well. So nothing else in this room, but you can crash out and sleep through the trip if you need. Just take a little nap there. But can't nap. We've got plenty of things to do. Oops, there we go. Alright, so that is the state's room. It's not ready to be completely copy and pasted. No, I guess it is. Yeah, so the individual pieces are copy and pasted. Yeah. What's the key? Is it I? I believe there's a way that you can look through the wall. No, I guess so. I guess not. Oh well. There might be that I'm just missing, but yeah. If you were to... Okay, now that's funky. What? What am I doing? Well, anyways, this is actually a beautiful point. Oh, wait. Oh, that's what... So it did work. It just didn't work in here. Interesting. Well, I'm glad I don't have to quit to the main menu now, but yeah, so this is insulation, excuse me, to get everything pieced. These are actual screws. I believe if you were to X-ray through there, you'd see the threads to that, and these are in places where that would logically need to be implemented. And this is kind of a fun thing that I believe is new as well. Each one of these sections are labeled, so BP is the floor that we're on, I believe. Yeah, the B deck port quadrant, ring 1. Yeah, so we'll just look at this one. So B deck port quadrant, 101 ring. This one is 106 ring. This one is 105 ring. So each parts are labeled. And then even the outside, so you can see this. Oh, look at those. What's the crouch button? Everything's labeled, so you can replace these. So, like I mentioned before about the damage and dirt system, if parts of your ship starts failing, let's take the elevator. If part of your ship starts failing, you're going to need an engineer to go out there and replace it. And it's like, oh, the elevator start busted. So, you go down to the engineering deck where you can, I think you would probably like 3D print the part. And then, you go like, oh, I need BA104R. I'm going to need this outside bit as well as this, this panel right here or something like that. And so then the engineer or, either the NPC or yourself, or if you're playing this multiplayer with a friend, whoever decides to be like, oh, I'll be the engineer, that's what I'll do. They'll be running around the ship, fixing parts, and we are on deck B, so let's go to deck C. This actually works now. It's wonderful. And I think there's like actual motors and stuff with it. It's just gorgeous. But alright, the science labs. So not much has been filled out here, but actually, as I say that, I say that not much has been filled out here, but look at these plants. These weren't here before. And I think some of the plants were here before, but I don't think they were nearly this textured. I feel like this is responsible. Look at this, just a whole garden there. But, in the science labs, not a lot has been filled out, still work in progress. That's kind of more secondary to a lot of the technical aspects that are necessary, the engineering sides. Having the NPCs and the better sensors is a huge step forward in the progress. Ooh, and now you're getting into a little bit of the back rooms area of this. If you want to play back rooms in space, Starship Simulator. Look at this. But anyways, before we get sidetracked and lost in here, I don't even know what I was saying. I'm so confused. I need to stop running around and get back to civilization. Oh, yeah, the engineering. So the sensors and the NPCs being able to be functional and commandable is a huge step towards just full, playability, like absolute, just, you can take this anywhere and do anything. In the previous version, you still had to have a lot of hands-on control. You had to find the system, you had to input the coordinates, you had to start the ship, jumping from chair to chair, doing all the thing. But I love the fact that you can just kind of point at the NPC and get the information, and the fact that you can do it from the captain's chair, huge. Love it, absolutely love it. So we've got all of these pieces. I've been to the park once before, but you have to go through that whole backrooms area because this part is not completely set up yet. So a lot of running through the dark to get to the park, and I don't think we're gonna do that today. We could go to the back. I don't want to get attacked, but we could check out the shuttle bay. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I've Forgive me for that. Oh, we're on deck D now. Oh, we fell down a floor. Okay. Let's go ahead and call the lift here. So that lift was up one floor. And so now we're gonna go down to deck E. But if you had, a friend who's at the helm or something, and they're like, oh, I need to go down to the science lab, they're gonna call the lift, and it's gonna come from up here. So if at the same moment you're like, oh, I need to go up to the helm, and they call the elevator, you gotta wait the whole time. It's not like, oh, everyone has access to the elevator at any time. This is a realism game. All right, so now here we have all the cabin crews. This is where everybody who will work on the ship will live, and all the bits and pieces. A lot smaller of a quarters, but this is actually not too bad. Got like a little living room area kind of thing. What is this? What? You know what? I shouldn't touch it. I don't know. I guess maybe this could be like a mess hall thing. What is that room? Oh, bathroom. Bathroom? Yeah, because that's the stairs right there. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be and it's crew, so it might be multi-gendered, and it's just like on a submarine or a Battlestar, be it Galactica or Pegasus, but that's where everyone gathers. Okay, so now let's go down another floor into the actual engineering side. I don't know that much has changed, but I'm really interested to see if the pipes had. We'll skip the elevator for now. Come down here. Oh, the security desk. This is what the security desk looked like before, I believe. That's cool. Alright. So this is one of those two-decker ones. Yep, here is our glorious reactor. We've got a bunch of NPCs walking around. I don't know if you can... Yeah, you can't direct them to do anything. Performing role action. Chester Butler. Alright, so you're just looking at the distributors, making sure our power is set up. I believe if I were to click any one of these things, our entire craft would come to a screeching halt, and everyone would look at me very angrily, and they're like, who invited this guy? Oh, you can't take that, I forgot. Yeah, oh, it's been so long since I did a cold start. Yeah, when you do the cold start, everything is dark. You have to, you have to turn on the emergency power to get just the basic powers up and get the batteries all connected to each other and all the different sides of the ship to get powered up and get your engine spooled up. Yeah, this game is very fun. Alright, what's this? Oh, some tools. That's some fun detail, and I'm pretty sure I can't say for certain. All right, you know what? 100%, love it. Love this game. I can't say for sure. I'm not gonna make any claims, but I don't believe that these are like pre-made objects. I don't believe that this is like bought somewhere. I feel like the developer is, I feel like they're like almost technical and anal enough that they wouldn't want to have something that's just like pre-generated and just build it themselves because they can do it right. I mean, these are the actual back rooms. These are, oh, whoops, I can't tell if that's on or off. There we go, that's on. But yeah, in the beginning you're just running through here and turning on everything. Lots of fun. Does look different. Oh, hey, Captain Cluck. What is it? Oh, I can't remember your name. Admiral Cluck? Admiral Cluckers? Oh, it's been so long. Hey, buddy. Can't pick you up or anything. You got nice feathers. The animals might be, I believe the cat is from somewhere else, but all the pieces in the ship are all like hand designed. Yeah, and like look at this up there. Can we turn that off? No, we can't get a peek at there, but I believe that is the air duct. And there's, you know, because the air needs to be pumped from somewhere, and so every pipe, every wire that you see in this game isn't just like, oh, decoration. It goes somewhere. Like, these pipes here, if you were to break open this, you know, this floorboard, go, you know, invisible, and then fly and follow that, that would lead to one of the chambers dealing with, you know, the helium-3 here and the deuterium right there. So that would lead to the deuterium tank in itself, and that would lead to the helium. I'm looking forward for these pieces to come. This bit always bugged me, the little separation of the pipes, but I get it. But yeah, and then so like look at this. It's not just a pipe too. It's well, that is, there's a little bit of opening there, but the pieces, you know, all these individual screws and bolts and nuts on there. Fascinating. It's just a lot of detail, very exciting, very good job all around. Oh, Chester Butler, you're always walking around. Are you the... No, you're just the engineer. Who's the chief engineer on this? Who's in charge here? Who's in charge here? I'm gonna throw stuff around until someone tells me. I'm gonna throw things into the reactor. Oh, okay, maybe don't do that. Does it do that every time? I love games with physics that you can just do stuff like this. Okay. Too bad you can't actually use this. Okay, perfect. I'm glad I did this as a stream rather than a video, because I would definitely get distracted doing this stuff. Isothermal container. Well, this sounds like something you should definitely not chuck at a reactor. But yeah, I would be getting so distracted by doing all this stuff. I'd have to cut out so much just to try to make it a video of like, oh, let's look at all the new features. But sometimes, you know what? As you're traveling through space, you need to combat that space madness. And you gotta do that any way possible. And sometimes that means making a mess for your crew, because nobody will tell you who's in charge. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back to a higher floor. Get back to all the way up here. Oh, I don't think I can actually get there from here. Nope. Gotta go back down. But yeah, we're gonna go back to the helm, see where we are in space, see how much closer we are to that space. We may actually just look at some planets for now, see if we can analyze some star systems and see if there's anything we like, just to keep an eye on what we've got. Oh, excuse me. Hello? Are you in charge? No, you're just engineering. Chester. I think you're like bucking for a promotion, isn't that? You see that you see that the captain's down here, and you're like, oh, look at me being all busy. Oh, I'm gonna go work on something. Are you? Walk into my role. Yeah, I see you. I know your game. Oh, wait, maybe. Okay, maybe you are. Yeah. As you were. Good job. Alright, you know what? I don't want to run up all those stairs. Let's go ahead and call the lift from deck E. Go all the way up to deck B. Fortunately, you can't go straight up to the helm and the captain's center, but that actually is fortunate, because it means that you keep the riffraff out, because before you can get up there, they gotta deal with your security guard. You know, I don't know how many people are able to be on a server, but, you know, depending on how much you actually want to do in this game, being the security guard could be fun, especially when there's a full crew. I believe that once the rooms are ready, I believe one of the plans is to have, like, other NPCs, like passengers and, you know, tourists and things like that, VIPs, you know, celebrities, politicians, like we mentioned before. So, you know, flying through space, hanging out with friends, you can play the security guard. You can also wheel yourself around. A little Professor Xavier simulator. You can do some racing in the hallway with the chairs. No drifting yet, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. Did I hear somebody? Thought I heard someone. Anyways, let's head back up. Nothing else we need to see down here, right? No. And up here you just got the typical things. I think these were all here before. Yep, all the same stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead here. Hey. Other times. Anomalies. Don't waste time. This is my Act 1 of the Altars video. Very happy with that. Very excited to get back into that. That is going to be next week again. Captain's office. Can't pick up the books. Don't know why. Not allowed to pick up books. Actually, not allowed to pick up most of these things. Did they fix it? Oh, they might have fixed it. It used to be where if you stood on the tablet, you would start spinning around uncontrollably. But nope, they fixed it. That's good. That's probably good. Oh yeah, room lighting. You can change the brightness of it. So you know, as you're role playing as a captain, if it's like, oh, you know, it's the end of the night, let's keep the lights down low. I'll show you temperature, but I'm going to show you that in the bridge because that is a good thing. This is CO's office, I believe, XO's office. You know, your second in command. And then I believe this is I don't know what this is going to be. Storage. Location A deck command center. Command center. Oh, so this is probably going to be like some extra stuff beyond helm control. That might be some extra information there. Oh wait, hey, we've made it 0.2 days worth of travel. How's everybody doing? Alright, we are still nowhere near. So this is going to be a situation where in order to achieve my goal of getting to that spot, I'm going to have to, you know, run this occasionally and just head in a beeline straight for the center until I can get myself closer. But once I do, I'm definitely going to make a video as I search around for the ultimate star system, because part of being a backer means that I have the ability of designing my own star system. And for the most part, right now, I am having a lot of fun looking at all the different places. So I'm thinking, rather than designing one, I'm first going to look out and see if there's a star already available that's really nice, fits my criterias of things of what I want and how it should look and how it should be, and then just naming it. You know, I would like to, yeah. I'll get more into the specifics of that when we go. It looks like there's two very large stars right there. Wonder if we're gonna be able to see it as we pass. I don't know if that's how it works, but those dots are very large. It's interesting. Let's look at the big map for a second. We are going to be probably calling it a day pretty soon. There we go. Yeah, so there's no... Is it the L-class star? Yeah, so there's no stars in our way yet. Oh, we can zoom out a little bit. Let's see. Turn around. There we go. Yeah, you can zoom out very far. Look at this. Look at that. Just pick your stars by random. Actually, at this scale, I don't think you can select anything. No, you can. Gorgeous. Anyways, we don't need to be that far out. That's good enough. Actually, let's be a little closer so we can select things like that. Oh yeah, so that's close enough that if there's a star in our vicinity, it'll pop up in here. But other than that, we won't be distracted by things out of the way. And we're just going to go ahead and fly through the galaxy in search of the perfect place. But I believe that's going to be in a later episode, not scheduled for anything. I'm not starting up a Starship Simulator series. I don't want to say that 5 times fast, but you know, that's going to come at some point. I'm just going to get back to the regular scheduled broadcasting once we get next week. And so, but yeah, I'm going to off camera. I'm going to just fly this, spend some time just going in the straight line, getting myself into that interstellar space, into that deep space between the spiral arms of the galaxies where there's not a lot of stars to be found, and to find something pretty good, because there's some dark stars here with some pitch black planets. Very cool stuff in this game. I was actually a little unfortunate that we didn't stop by more planets. I got a little distracted showing everything else. And look at this wall. Look at the texture on this wall. And the cool thing about this wall is it's actually an abstract art piece that is the world map. So that is South America right there, and Australia. I believe this is a map without New Zealand. Oh, you know, I think that's New Zealand right there. I think that's what that is. Nice job, guys. And then, you know, that's North America, Canada. No. That's North America, Canada, then Europe, and Russia and Asia, and all that stuff. All that good stuff. But
Done just like you, and he's a pain in the ass, also like you. Fair is fair. Maybe I underestimated him. See?
simpler times. Simpler times when everyone can agree. How long into this is this? Oh, I don't have the time
The
code.
fact that he responded to go give him a hug or something with less.
But anyways, that is where do I want to end this? You know what? I know where I want to end this. Oh yeah, I was gonna say about the Kelvin. Oh yeah, you can lock the door and stuff. Make the door manual privacy mode. What's that? Oh, it's shaded glass. Yeah, that's all right. And security, you can put a code on there. That's cool. I guess close is just close all. Yeah. So the temperature. So if you go to a colder temperature, it turns a lot bluer, and if you go to a warmer temperature. Oh wait, no, I had that backwards. Forgive my color blindness. I guess this is the blue one. The other one was more red. It's actually kind of like yellowish green. I just put it back to normal. Alert, red alert, emergency lighting. So emergency lighting is just kind of nice. You turn that off. Something I also like to do here is actually we're gonna go ahead and dismiss this NPC. Sometimes I like to just turn off all the target indicators, and then there's you turn off the HUD. And then there's truly nothing on the screen, no markers outside the ship, no distances or times, nothing but space, nothing but realism, no cursors, just this. VR support in this would be an amazing thing, I think. And especially when they're going to get ready to try to institute... Oh, it's actually really dark in here. I just noticed that on the stream. Let me... It's very nice mood lighting, but let's go ahead and just do that condition normal again. But yeah, the idea is that the goal is to get the ability to land these crafts on planets. Have like a little. It's gonna start off with having like a little drone. You're gonna, scan the planet like we showed and do all that stuff, and then you're gonna send down a little drone. It's gonna gather samples of stuff and science, and if there's a civilization or an ex-civilization, it's gonna bring like little relics or artifacts or stuff. If it's an advanced civilization, it'll have like communications and stuff. You're gonna be able to talk. I don't know about trade. I don't know about that. Some are supposed to be friendlier than others, and so you'll have the information when you do all the scanning. And then I think the step beyond that is, I think the ultimate goal is to be able to land there yourself on a small craft, walk around. But again, don't quote me on this because there's actually a lot more accurate information, on their Discord, on their YouTube page, on their Ko-Fi, or not Ko-Fi, their what is that, Kickstarter? Yeah. All the different spots that this game is found has the information of. Look at those engines. But yeah, so they'll for the real true nitty-gritty facts. There's that. There's also a bunch of YouTubers that follow this game that will kind of give you some of the more detailed recaps of streams and what's specifically changed. I just wanted to kind of run through and take a look for myself and see everything that I can see. Oh, it's fun. Yeah, we have no stars around us, so no light is really able to kind of cast on us. The only way that we can actually see our craft is through the, I guess would that be like plasma? The nebulous gases of space. Is the distinction of movement through faster than light travel. But yeah. But anyways, that is where I'm going to leave today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're looking forward for more Starship Simulator. If you did think about subscribing, drop me a like, let me know your thoughts, and I will see you all in the next one.